What we are showing here is on this axis here, I'm showing percent infected adults, and on this axis I'm showing dollar per person in income. And the size of these bubbles, the size of the bubbles here, that shows how many are infected in each country, and the color is the continent. Now you can see United States, 1983, had a very low percentage infected, but due to the big population, still a sizable bubble. There were quite many people infected in the United States. And up there you see Uganda. They had almost 5% infected, and quite a big bubble in spite of being a small country then. And they were probably the most infected country in the world. Now, what has happened? Now you have understood the graph. And now, in the next 60 seconds, we will play the HIV epidemic in the world. So, ready, steady, go. First, we had a fast rise in Uganda and Zimbabwe. They went upwards like this. In Asia, the first country to be heavily infected was Thailand. They reached 1 to 2%. And then Uganda started to turn back, where Zimbabwe skyrocketed. And some years later, South Africa had a terrible rise of HIV frequency. Look, India got many infected, but had a low level, and almost the same happens here. See Uganda coming down, Zimbabwe coming down, Russia went to 1%. In the last 2 to 3 years, we have reached a steady state of the HIV epidemic in the world. 25 years it took. But steady state doesn't mean that things are getting better. It's just that they have stopped getting worse. And the steady state is more or less 1% of the adult world population is HIV infected. It means 30 to 40 million people, the whole of California, every person. That's more or less what we have today in the world. Now, let me make a fast replay of Botswana. Botswana, upper middle income country in southern Africa, democratic government, good economy, and this is what happened there. They started low, they skyrocketed, they peaked up there in 2003, and now they are down. But they are falling only slowly, because in Botswana, with good economy and governance, they can manage to treat people. And if people are infected or treated, they don't die in AIDS. And these percentages won't come down, because people can survive in 10 to 20 years. So there's some problem with these metrics now. But the poorer countries in Africa, the low-income countries down here, there, the rates fall faster of the percentage infected, because people still die, in spite of PEPFAR, the generous PEPFAR. All people are not reached by treatment. And of those who are reached by treatment in the poor countries, only 60% are left on treatment after 2 years. It's not realistic with life-year-long treatment for everyone in the poorest countries. But it's very good that what is done is being done.